Evening, good afternoon, wherever you are at. Hello. Crazy morning. I'm sitting here trying to figure out why I've had so much internet trouble the last 2 days. It's always something, but this time it was strange. So I go and I run an internet test, a speed test. If you don't know, you can just Google internet speed test and do that real quick. And because yesterday it was so bad that I hopped on my phone and I realized all I was seeing was that white wheel spinning. It's like, oh great, nobody can see anything. Hey Buzz, you're awake early. Um, and so it was so bad yesterday that I cut it off early and I was like, I guess the internet's just slow. And I kept checking things like it's slow all day. And I just kind of let it be. Except after a while, and this morning I got up, checked it again, and it was still slow. And I thought, okay, let me see if I can figure out what's going on. And I started pulling some plugs and trying to make sure that I was on the right internet because I have a secondary Wi-Fi right now, trying to decide which one I'm going to use. So I made sure that one was disconnected. I made sure my phone wasn't on its hotspot, and it was still slow. And I thought, let me pull the Ethernet cord out because I'm hardwired into my router. So I pulled the Ethernet cord out, and I was still getting internet. And I thought, oh, well, it's getting something from the Wi-Fi, which I thought was strange because it looked like everything was turned off. So then I just went and just turned the Wi-Fi off on the computer rather than just checking each individual one to make sure they weren't connected. I just turned the Wi-Fi off. And so then I'm sitting here and I'm still on the internet and I'm looking at my computer. Oh, it's waiting on me to move a card. I could have swore I was waiting on my opponent there. That's what I get. Well, anyway, so I'm sitting here staring at my computer and my Ethernet plug is sitting out, so it's clearly not plugged in. My Wi-Fi is turned off, so there's no way it can be connected. It's turned off. And I'm still running the test. And it's still getting really slow speeds. And I'm like, well, slow speeds is actually worse now because that's creepy. Like, why am I getting anything? And I just kept staring at it. I couldn't figure it out. And finally, it says Ethernet 2. And I'm like, well, how can I have a secondary Ethernet? I don't have a secondary Ethernet. I'm still staring at it. Well, I have a USB hub. And connected to that USB hub is my Wi-Fi device that I use for work. It's complete. I don't use it for anything else usually. It's only for work. But I wasn't connected via Wi-Fi. It was picking it up through the USB charger, and I assumed that all that USB cord could do was charge it, and especially because it was going through the hub, which I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't matter if it was in the hub or not. But it was treating. Oh, was that? Wait, I can't use that yet, can I? No, I gotta wait. Oh, but I could take control of it. Nah, we'll just attack for now. But anyway, so it was treating this USB, what I thought was simply a charger, as an Ethernet. I didn't know that was even a thing. And so finally, I turned it off and realized that's why my internet was so slow, because it wasn't pulling in my actual Ethernet cord and getting my primary internet. It was picking up this Wi-Fi device that I use for work, which is still kind of strange because it usually has good internet. So I don't know why it's getting a bad signal right now. That was really, really crazy. Crazy start to the morning. Crazy yesterday because I had to give up my stream yesterday because it was for some reason pulling from that internet and not my primary internet. Really crazy. This game is also really crazy. Looks like we're going to be possibly losing to this sacrifice deck. Rakdos Sacrifice. Rakdos Sacrifice is pretty typical, so nothing nothing out of the ordinary here, other than the fact that we don't see a lot of it right now. In historic best of one, anyway. So, yeah, not sure what's going on with that. Something else really cool from yesterday, though. So I have this new espresso machine, the cheap one from Walmart, right? And I'm really loving the steamed milk. That's the biggest reason I bought. I mean, excuse me. I do enjoy. Yeah, we'll go here. I do enjoy the espresso for sure. But by far the biggest reason I bought this was, I think, I don't know. I'm debating on can I kill that or do I want to kill that? Anyway, biggest reason I bought was the steamed milk. So here's the deal. I'm thinking I got this amazing steamed milk frothing wand on this machine, and I've already had a cup of coffee this morning, which is making me think. Not this morning, but it was in the afternoon. I'd already had a cup of espresso. I was like, I don't need another cup. Like, I'll be up all night long. But it was getting kind of late, and it was kind of cool, and I was like, I really want something hot to drink. So I'm thinking, I like to do crazy stuff. I'm going to get my hot chocolate out and a glass of milk, and I had a powdered hot chocolate that I got for Christmas. And I was like, I'm going to put this powder in this milk, and then I'm going to stick it in the frothing wand from the steamer and have steamed and frothed hot cocoa. This was nuts. And I gave it a shot. Of course, using the machine differently like that also threw me off because I wasn't making a cup of espresso. I was just going to use the steaming wand. I actually forgot to put the filter in. And so I put the water in and I started steaming, trying to steam this milk. And actually, so the cool thing was it did really good like at dissolving the powder, which is always an issue with this powder. It doesn't like to dissolve. But it dissolved. Like, this was really cool. It dissolved really good. And well, then I needed to finish getting the water because I pretty much steamed and frothed and got it all where I wanted it. But I needed to get the water out, and so I just switched from steam to brew. So it would just go, because I had put the carafe under there, so the water would just go down. And I forgot I can go ahead and switch that. See if we get a 750, and we didn't. So anyway, the water starts coming down to the carafe, but I forgot without the filter, it's not directional like it should be. And so it's just spewing everywhere, and it's smoking hot, steaming, right? It's coming from the steamer. And so I had to reach up and quickly turn that off, and it's like, oh, look out. So I was making a mess. But then I had this froth steamed hot cocoa that really did turn out pretty good. Strange. I mean, you had to kind of get used to the taste because it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little different. Okay, what do we got? White and red. It's been a while since I've played with the equipment. Where'd that go? Okay, I like using the quests. Of course, you guys know that. I like using the quest to help me determine what I want to play. Oh, well, I went right by... Oh, dwarves. I haven't played that in a long time. Let's do that. I haven't... yeah, I like to use the quest to determine what I want to play, so... Let's try that. There's something... Is that the corner of my printer? Sure is. Where's my camera? Like there's something back there in my background. And now my door is open. I always have my door shut in the morning, but my dog was being annoying to everybody this morning. Except me. I wasn't all that annoyed. But he found a squeaky toy and was just squeaking away on it. Okay, 7 dwarves. Very unique card. I find it to be quite entertaining because normally in a deck your limit is 4 copies of any card. We call that a playset. But Seven Dwarves says on the card you can have up to 7 cards named Seven Dwarves, and they get a +1/+1 for each other card named Seven Dwarves you control. So the cool thing is you can have a different number other than 4, so it's already something different, fun, and unique. But then on top of that, they help each other out. So if you make other copies besides the original 7, it's even more crazy, silly fun. And I don't know. I think I haven't seen a lot of Seven Dwarfs decks. I mean, it's kind of one of those weird, silly things that isn't exceptionally playable. So not a lot of people are playing it. But I would think if you were going to build it, maybe, and I think I tried something where you use a lot of blue. Blue likes to copy things. And just be very straightforward about it. Put it out there, copy it. But I tried to go a little bit different with this build. It wants to put different kinds of copies. So if it dies, we'll get a copy, a token copy when it dies, kind of thing. So I don't know. It might work, it might not. Let's see, if you decline, gets through cards. Let's take the damage right now. So it's not a strong deck, but it's going to probably be particularly not strong against mono red because, yeah, only so many things are strong against mono red. So, I mean, we're not playing control here, which is not necessarily a good thing. Alright, so we're not just mono red, we're a bombardment, probably cavalcade, what is it? Calamity? I can't say the card name. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get rid of this though. That's clearly the main piece of the game plan there, so let's get rid of that. And we'll go here. Looks like next turn we'll be able to play that so that we'll get another 7 dwarves when it dies. Okay. So now that we have the raid bombardment off the field, it's not too bad. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. I mean, there could be a lava coil, could take out our shepherd. I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and swing with the 7 dwarves since we get a copy back. Nice, that gets through. Okay, we still only have these 2 cards. That's not too bad. So if they go ahead and play the risk factor, I'm probably still taking the damage. I like having card advantage right now. Although I've got lands, which aren't going to do us a ton of good. But yeah, this is a little crazy because we don't have advantage on the field. But we have so much in the way of card advantage right now. I think it's worth it. I say so much. We're not that far ahead. We do have card advantage. The only thing is, I feel like we're still in a position of needing to block here, even though we can go over the top with flyers. And even though I kind of want to go ahead and swing with 7 dwarves, because if it gets blocked and killed, it comes back. But I let myself go down to 6 against mono red. I think I need to go on the defensive a little bit right now. See what we can manage here. Hijinks, cool name. Okay. Yes, take action. Let's get another one back. So luckily, all the abilities stay on the token. Oh, nice. But we did make our opponent expend some resources to do that. Let's go ahead and cycle this. Okay, so the cool thing is here we have blockers, and now we can go over the top with our flyer. So this is good. Okay, yeah, we'll block. I mean, we have to block at this point. As much as I love to let things get through, don't have a choice there. Ooh, this is going to be fun if it works. Of course, we have to wait a turn to have enough mana to put it on. But if we can make more copies and copies and copies of our 7 doors. Okay. We'll go ahead and go in the air, leave up blockers, because red's notorious for haste, so just because there's only one on the field, we still want to keep 2 blockers. Plus, I mean, a shot can take out one of our blockers. And again, being down to 6 against mono red, whatever we can do, we need to do. Alright, let's equip that. Okay, let me think. So if we go with everything and 2 gets blocked, we only get through with, at most, 7 damage, which is not enough to leave ourselves vulnerable. So that won't be a good idea. We need to leave our flyer for blocking. I think we're going to go here and here, because if we can avoid having to pay the 5 to equip that again, we'd like to. Alright, down to 6. And because we lost a token, it doesn't trigger the Nightmare Shepherd. So we don't get the trigger. That's okay. Okay, that hurt, but we're not out of it yet. We can still block both things on the field. Okay, we want to use this again. And I think we're going to go ahead and cycle. Oh, that's good. I forgot that was in here. I haven't played with this deck in a long time. That's good. Okay. Oh, I should have swung with everything this time. I haven't... Oh. I was thinking last turn 7 wasn't enough. And I was so focused on other things. I was like, oh, but 7 is enough this turn. Wow. Should have swung with everything. Doggone it. Okay. Not a big deal. Because we're in good shape. We can pick up some life and a card. Let's go with another card that could come in handy. Attacking non-human creatures you control get +1 and have trample. Why is that here? Huh. I don't know why I have that card in here. I guess for the trample? Yeah, I'd rather go here. I need to look at this deck. That's not a great card. Okay. And since this isn't legendary, yeah, we'll go ahead and put a second one down. Which means it makes sense to attack with everything this time. Nice. Okay. We finally just got enough on the board. Okay. It's a weird, funky deck that I still like, but I don't understand that one card. I need to tweak that a little bit. Plat 3, oddly enough, that's an achievement as of late. I think we're finally getting, so we're what, 2 weeks in? Almost 2 weeks into the season. I think what we're finally seeing is the field is thinning as people are progressing. So the good competition has moved on, and we're with the competition that we can beat, I guess. Maybe that's how it is. It's a theory, anyway. So, although it is kind of sad that I needed the good competition to move on. Oh no. But I think that's what's happened. Where did that deck go? Was it? There we go. Okay, why in the world did I have that enchantment? Did I build this in No. Maybe, no, I didn't build it in standard. Why did I put that in here? I don't know. Strange inclusion into the deck. Do I have more of these now? Okay, I have one more. I have 4 of those. I'm trying to remember what I have. I don't really remember why Soren was in here, but okay. Cleansing Nova, probably because I was always facing, well, okay, board wipe makes sense if what I was trying to do was, okay, probably wipe the board, but then get copies back by having Mothra. Interesting. That makes sense now. Whenever another creature power 2 us. Okay, so I probably just want a card draw there. And then Mirror Marsh is cool because it can throw a bunch of copies. That's good. It's odd, it's janky, but it's interesting. Alright, so what if we go down to 60 that way? Okay, we'll try that. Really strange. I like going down and seeing what some of the old decks that I haven't played with are. How'd that do on our quest? Only 6? White or red? I guess I cast a couple of black spells. Maybe that messed up. Alright, let's try it again. I mean, it was fun. It was definitely fun. And, weird. What? Ziki Zozi? I can't tell if that's like, I don't know if there's meaning behind that or somebody just being silly. I don't know. Okay, so, oh, okay, we do have a mountain now, which means let's go here so that we can I don't think I want that. And then next turn, mountain into 7 dwarves. Nice. Get our little engine started. Is this mono green? Okay, this could be interesting. We'll have to deal with maybe some big stompy creatures. I don't know how well that's going to work. Might work really well. Because we can wipe the board of our big stompy creatures, but we need to make sure we have something that will trigger to bring back our dwarves. Ooh, look at that. That's gross. So there's our trigger. Let's not attack and wait. So next turn, we wipe the board. Oh. Wow. No, I needed that. Well, unfortunately, I still think we need to wipe the board. That doesn't need to stick around. I mean, the only other thing we could do is try to outpower it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. We gotta slow things down. This green is... It's working too fast. Way too fast. Yeah, I don't think we're able to keep up with that. Although, drawing a card won't be bad. So let's go with that first. And that way, at least when we play our 7 doors, we draw cards. And do you have to cast? Or enter battle? Oh, it's enter the battlefield. So our copies will trigger that as well. I don't think that's near enough to catch up. This is getting out of hand really, really quick. But let's try it. Okay, so if we go here, we get the trigger. Nice. Alright, let's go here so that next turn we can continue getting those triggers if we survive. If our opponent decides to attack, we're really in trouble. They really got like great draws. Great opening hand into great turns. I mean, oh, so no more triggers. Yeah, we're so toast. This is, I mean, the card draw was gonna help, but
this will be fun to watch.
This is nuts. Good job, mono green player. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Alright, 7 doors is cool. I think we should play it at least one more time. I mean, it's almost too cool not to. See if we can figure out how the stream looks. Oh, it was so bad yesterday. Up to 16 followers. If we can get to 50, I'm doing a drawing. I want to give something away. I want to give away my cards. Those nasty blue cards. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get this stream going. Let's see. Can I take a look at it? I'll have to turn my volume off because I know my volume's usually good. It's always the video that's the issue. Let's see. Alright, there we go. This is an odd keeper. Mainly because I've got enough land to do most anything I draw. As long as I don't draw more high cost stuff. I mean, I'd like to have 7 doors or something in hand by now, but it'll be okay. Let's see. Oh, rogues. We're starting to see all the meta stuff. I mean, not surprising, I suppose, but not surprising. Okay, we'll use the revitalize. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and use it. Let's see. If I had to click on that. Okay, it looks like I'm trying to double check my stream. I don't see the white spinning wheel of death. I think it's good. I think it's good. Alright. So we did get more land. Let's throw one down that's going to be tapped. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of those. I wasn't really planning on using that. Oh, we could get hit a counterspell here. That's not bad. Because I'd rather something else not get countered. So that's cool. Can't get this to close there. I'm trying to get Twitch to close on my phone. Alright. Now I can pay attention. So... Huh. I need those to go away. Maybe I'll get a Cleansing Nova or something soon. Alright, so this can exile a permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less. Oh, I hate using something that big. on something that small. I mean, just from a mana cost trade-off, doesn't feel that great. But the other thing is, I feel fairly confident it's going to get countered. I don't like that. But at this point, I've got to throw something at the counter spells. Try to get them out of the hand. I don't know. This was just way too slow of a hand. Should not have kept it. I mean, I guess it could have worked if we weren't facing something faster, but I didn't. It's not like it was going to take a lot of speed to cause problems with this particular hand anyway. Okay, let's run a risk here, because if I can gain life and card draw from my 7 doors, I'd like to do that. So let's see if there's another counter spell. That's 2 already. Yeah, that's just too many. Too many counter spells. I'm not even interested. Keep your counter spell hand and yeah, go away. Stinking counter spell players. All right. That's why I got to get rid of my blue stuff. I don't even want the blue stuff. I'm gonna give it all away if I can get. I am the saltiest anti-blue player. Give me all the salt. I don't want to play against blue. I say that, but I have a runner-up now. I'm almost as sick of white board wipes as I am blue. I hate getting in a game in Wrath of God and Plantar Cleansing. I get tired of that. Okay, this is awful. I kept a pretty rough hand last time that looked bad like that, but that was really bad. This is okay. So this is interesting though, because Sorin does work well with, like trying to bring these back, but I'm not going to trust that I'm going to get the right land. I think I have a better chance of getting that. Wait a minute. Have I seen a swamp this whole game? Oh, I've got some dual lands. I had to think about that for a second. It's like, oh yeah, I've got some dual lands that give me that. That's what happens when you go so long without playing a deck. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I've got a turn 2 play here. But I will play that next turn because I don't have a turn 3 play. We'll get the tapped land down. Okay. Alright, so now it makes sense to go ahead and swing in. Probably not going to get blocked, right? So now we're hitting our opponent's life total, and let me think. So if they go with the +3/+3, it's not worth blocking. I think we'll let it through for now. Because I'd like to get something on the board that's going to bring those back. Yeah, oops, what was that? All creatures get -2/-2. What was the plan there? Maybe they thought it was -3/-3. Is there one that gives -3/-3? I don't know that I can think of one that does that. Maybe just didn't see that they were 3/3s after the second one came in. Maybe forgot what 7 Doors does because nobody ever sees them because nobody ever plays them. Maybe I got the advantage. We've got the sneak attack because it's 7 Doors and everybody's like, what is that? What is this card you're playing with? I don't know. I think even though nobody plays them, I mean, everybody knew about it when it came out. And it wasn't that long ago. Throne of Eldraine wasn't that long ago. Oh, maybe they thought they were casting Ritualist Soot. Now I have flying 3/3s. What do you think about that? Ay. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's go here. Now I have flying 4/4s. which I think I should attack with. Wait, you're blocking that one? That was strange. Oh, I guess just to keep it alive. I mean, it does keep the Crackling Drake alive. I guess I get that. Okay. I couldn't tell if that was one of those arrogant good games people like to do when they think they've won the match. Or if that was a you got me beat good game. Which I do appreciate those. It's the other one that I'm always like, why would you do that? Don't say good game when you think you've won the match. That's not how good game works. And you can get away with that in person. That's my pet peeve. That's my Magic the Gathering pet peeve anyway. It's like you can get away with it in person. You can, you know, because you've got banter in person. You know, you can say good game, and then if you really did make yourself look like a fool because your opponent's about to beat you and not the other way around, well then that's fine. You just, again, it's friendly and you can banter about it. But when you do it digitally, you don't have that rapport, you really look like a jerk. So don't do it. Good game is for the loser to say, because it signifies the end of the match. Alright. Mr. Happy. Is Nicol Bolas really happy? I really question that. I don't think Nicol Bolas is. I mean, you could argue that because he has so much power and so many minions that he's happy. But if somebody's a happy person, do they need all of that power and all those minions? I don't think so. Alright, so looks like we have a Ramp to Ugin deck. Is my suspicion. We'll see what it is. I would say there's a pretty good chance that's what we're looking at. But well, it's a good morning for me so far. Where are you guys at? Euro. As usual, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I think it's more like Euro or I don't know. I say Euro. I know it's not a European currency that I'm facing, but still how I pronounce it. Okay. Which still fits the Ramp to Ugin plan. Okay, Blood Sun does which one? All lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. I'm pretty sure we're okay there. I don't think I have anything that's going to do... Oh. So I did not realize that was considered an ability. So that helps. Ha! I love Blood Sun now. I did not realize that was considered an ability like that. Okay. Now I don't know what to do with myself. Let's go here. I do find it rather funny that I'm out to a better land drop start than our ramp deck. That's interesting. That almost never works that way. Oh, and oh, see, now I'm starting to almost feel bad. Not really, especially since they have what looks like a, I don't know. I don't like that. That emote feels rather inappropriate to me. Just saying. And maybe that says more about me than anything, but I don't like it. So this is strange. This is like we haven't seen any of our 7 dwarves. We're over here making copies of the Nightmare Shepherd. It's just kind of like, okay, good cards make a deck work even when it's not doing what it's intended to do, I suppose. You can look at it that way. I think even though we can get another creature out. I'm going to try... Oh, I didn't even think about doing the math. Do the math! That worked out really well. Sorry about that, Mr. Ramp and No Land. Should we feel bad? Probably not. I mean, it is a competition. But see, this is what's crazy, is I couldn't even get these... I guess you would call that luck. I mean, let's just be honest. The deck never got enough land to get started. I couldn't even get into a lucky game like that the first week. I mean, again, we're almost up to the second week. I mean, what is this? January 13th, so technically tomorrow is the halfway point of the month. And it's been so hard to even get those kind of wins. But now we're finally making progress. I mean, I spent at least a solid week at the very bottom of Plat 4. Like, I'd win a couple games and go right back down. Once it was like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. If one of these was red, I would probably keep. Okay, this will work, and oddly enough, I might drop a land out of this hand. So, Inspiring Commander is, let's be honest, it's kind of awful, but I really couldn't find... maybe I need to go back to the drawing board and see if there's something that makes more sense as far as the life gain card draw advantage that this gives. But I think... I don't know, I think it was the idea that if I can get these to go off and start coming into the battlefield, then I'll gain something every time. But now I'm thinking about it, there is something better now, isn't there? I'm gonna have to go look for that. Alright, let's drop... I don't know, let's drop the commander. I like it though, I really like it, but it feels awful. I mean, 6 is expensive. So hard to get to a 6 drop that doesn't have any more payoff than that. Even though I really like that payoff. I really like it. It's just not practical enough here. And part of it, the deal is, I'm pretty sure if I remember right, it's a one-off card in the deck. Which those are always iffy to begin with. Alright. I'm not sure we're going to get... I mean, we're up against another ramp deck. Which anymore, if I see ramp, I just assume the whole point of the ramp is to ramp into Ugin. Whether that's accurate or not. I just assume that's the game plan. I just don't think we're going to be able to get enough going before this thing gets going. What's the decision here? Just take the damage. Like I feel like that's an easy decision. You want your mana dorks at this point. Oh, this is interesting. Is this going to be more landfall than ramp, or what? I don't know. I mean, not more landfall than ramp. It's clearly ramp. I guess I was trying to say more landfalls than maybe an Ugin payoff. Is it a landfall payoff? Yeah, well, I was going to go no attacks here. We don't want to give up our only creature. Oh, I like Gem Razor. Good card. I don't like it against me, but I don't like it in that situation. That hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna not block here. I didn't have a good feeling about this game anyway. Oh, and now I'm drawing into a bunch of land, so at least I can block and get another dwarf back next turn. But maybe if our opponent doesn't have a land drop here, the mammoth doesn't trigger, and I could block the mammoth even. This could work. I could save this turn. But then, I mean, I've got to draw something really good. I've got nothing in hand, so let's see how that goes. Oh. Alright, well luckily it doesn't stick. But did they find a land? Oh, they didn't find a land. Okay. Well, I think I should still block just because I'm going to get... We're getting low. I can get that back, so there is an upside there. Might as well play the land. And let's go ahead and do this now in case we draw something good. Okay, well that's okay. I think we're better off getting rid of the Gem Razor, the Trample, and it being a 4/4, whereas if there's no land drop, we're okay there. And I think we wait. So we're stalling okay at the moment. Unfortunately, we're just stalling, and I don't know that we have enough payoffs. Well, if I find a Cleansing Nova, that could be a payoff. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and block here. It's going to leave me vulnerable, but I'm going to, I guess, hope I draw that Cleansing Nova, which I did not. All right. So I have another blocker. I could still... I almost don't want to draw the Cleansing, or not play the Cleansing Nova until we know that Euro's on the field and take it out. I'd like to get all the bang for my buck on that play if I get it. I don't think I have but 2, so it's kind of going to be a lucky draw. Oh, excuse me. And of course, I draw a land. Well, it's not a Cleansing Nova, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it there because, I mean, there could be a land behind it, and at least this is something I can put on the field. So we'll keep that, we'll go there, and we're going to have to wait. I mean, we're really at a point in the game where I feel like I have to draw a Cleansing Nova, or I've got nothing to turn the corner and get back. Okay. The upside is I have flyers. I can go after Nissa. There is only one blocker at the moment with reach. The downside is I have to go after Nissa. Okay. Let's block here because that will come back, and then we've got to go after Nissa. Because Cleansing Nova can't take that out. Oh, if it has to not be flying for that to work. I forgot about that. The trigger on Broodmoth has to be. So now there's no point. So I have to be lucky enough to draw a Cleansing Nova to get rid of this, and at the same time get in and take care of Nissa. Excuse me, take care of Nissa before she ultimates. Oh, and then Ulamog's indestructible. Excuse me. I got the hiccups, I guess. Okay, so Ulamog is indestructible. So even a Cleansing Nova wouldn't work. I have to draw a Banishing Light to get rid of Ulamog, and indestructible, or not indestructible, and Cleansing Nova to get rid of. Well, that's game. Not even my lucky draws would help. I'm creating all the scenarios of the best luck And at some point, when those scenarios no longer are effective, it's like, well, now we're really in trouble. All right. Well, we've got through our quest, so we don't have to stick with those colors anymore, which means we don't need to stick with the deck. It was fun. It really was fun breaking that out again. Let's see what other crazy stuff. Actually, I kind of do want to go down here to the bottom and see what I haven't played in a while. I was going to play equipment, and I may still do that. So, I was thinking about this fight mechanic, and it got me thinking about my mono black where I put in the Phyrexian Obliterator, and it got me thinking about maybe building a Golgari deck that uses the fight mechanic with Phyrexian Obliterator. But I think I only have two, and I think I'd want a play set to build around it again. But I don't want to use my wild cards right now because I really do want to wait for Kaldheim, which I cannot tell you how excited I am about my Giants deck when Kaldheim comes out. I built this before Kaldheim. Let's make a note of that because everybody's going to be building Giants when Kaldheim comes out, but I was ready for it. I think I want to try this again. I was thinking about playing it earlier for the quest. Decided not to. It's one of those decks, if it works, it really works. If it doesn't turn the corner very well. I mean, no surprise there. That's pretty much every deck I own. I very much have the aggressive, let's win, and then if it doesn't work, I'm kind of stuck. I think I'd rather just throw this down first. Okay. So it'll come in tapped, which is fine because why is that fine? I could have played this turn. It's not fine. That would have been a great turn 1 or turn 2 play. Okay, never mind. It's not fine. It's frustrating. Okay. But it's going to be fine on this turn. Because... Oh! Can we do that? Equipped creatures have double strike? Is this ball game? Oh, they're going to gain too much life, I think. Okay. Attack, instant, target, equip. 1, 2. Ball game. When it works, it works. Now, let's be honest. That was the perfect draw. Perfect timing. Everything was perfect. Will it happen again? At some point. Probably not next game. But that was sweet. Oh, I wish I could do that every game. That's... I don't know. I love it. But I really enjoy the Boros equipment feel. I have a commander deck that's built around... It's actually equipment and auras. I want to actually keep working on it because I really like what Battle for Zendikar brought to that archetype. Okay, so this is not as good a draw as the last one, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I think it's a very functional draw. I mean, the last one was literally perfect for a turn 3 win. And even though I like aggressive decks, in order to get wins that early, you're typically doing something more akin to a combo, if not a combo. And I don't do a lot of combos or things like it. So, yeah, that's not a typical Even playing aggressive decks, turn 3 is not where I usually win. So that felt really good. Alright. Now the trick is for our opponent to not have blockers. Or to have trample. I'm not going to have trample yet. Oh, let's go here. I don't have any way of giving that haste, so maybe it doesn't make sense to do that just yet. Maybe we should go ahead. Now I'm thinking though, actually let's wait. Got a better idea. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. If somehow I manage to draw, and again, now we're banking on perfect draws every time, but if I manage to draw a second hammer, and this has trample, okay, we didn't draw that, but I was thinking like we've got 2 resolute strikes, we could equip 2, but that's okay. Let's go here. Although I don't think that triggers. I don't know. Oh. See, that's going to cost everything. I think we'll hold off on that. We'll come back to it. Let's go here. Okay. So this should resolve before the shock. The only... Oh! Touché! Wow. That happened. Okay. Well, we got 2 shocks out of our opponent's hand. I don't feel like that's the payoff. I don't know if that payoff is worth it. Alright, we'll keep going. Yeah, that stung a little. Ooh, and now we have a Johnny coming out. This could get ugly.
I understand you're in need of support.
I've got to get something going. I don't like those getting bigger. Okay. Do we equip it? I think we need to... I think we need to attack first. I'm not a huge Embercleave fan, to be honest, but it was kind of hard to build a equipment deck without it. It just made too much sense. Okay, so... Nice. We didn't do a lot of damage to a Johnny, but we got rid of a Pride Mate, and I hate Pride Mates. And... Oh, that's right, because of Trample. And... Trample and Double Strike are such a unique combination. So we did kill the Planeswalker and the Pride Mate. I love that. Give me more of that, please. Okay. So, we'll take damage if the champion attacks, because I don't want to lose SRAM. Although, there could be a shock or a lava coil or anything like that. Okay, I could pay an unattach. So will that make it fizzle? Yes. Okay, so that made that fizzle. Now, how much does this cost to equip? Did I say 3? That's not much. Alright, good deal. Nice. Oh, really, really nice. Okay. You know what? Let's swing with both of them. Let's go here. I think I like protecting SRAM. Oh, he's not a warrior, though. It doesn't work that way. Oh, I hate it when I forget things like that. Oh, I could have equipped that too. Oh well. Oh well, but I should have done it that turn because I couldn't cast anything else. Oh, where's my head going right now? Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally lost my head on that turn. Well, that's not good. Well, that's okay. We'll just cast this one. That'll work. Yeah. Did not think through that turn very well. I should have attached that. I should have not targeted SRAM. SRAM. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, it gets haste if it's equipped. So why don't we go here and here? Nice. Oh, and we still get the triggers. Okay, so I like having a Kiri there, even though... Alright, let's go there. Okay, we definitely still have the advantage. That hurt, but we're okay. That still hurts. Okay. It's not a huge advantage now. Alright, but our opponent also has nothing in hand. Yes, we do want to play that. And yes, we do want to keep that one. And does this give haste? Double strike and trample, so not haste. But we might as well equip it anyway, since that can't attack and we can't do anything else this turn. Okay. And now our opponent is top decking, which I think is fine. Oh, really? That wasn't especially helpful. Okay. I think we attack. For sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, good one. Well, that's that. Okay, well I can't take that, I can't remove that right now. So that's kind of unfortunate. And I don't have a blocker. Oh yeah, we gotta do something or we're just gonna get... We're gonna die a slow death here. Okay. See, that's not really gonna help yet. I think I might save it. I mean, it's not gonna do anything. We'll move to combat, that'll get tapped, and we'll just do this dance until I get another creature on the battlefield. And I think I'm gonna lose this dance if this is what we keep doing. I have to get at least one more creature on the battlefield in order to start making this turn back our way. This might be a really good time to draw Nahiri. And that's not her, but that's okay. It's something. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a way of giving haste yet. But since we also need a blocker, let's not waste time. Let's go ahead and get this attached. Okay, and then that'll tap, so that taps. Okay, so now we at least have one blocker. We can at least slow things down, I think. But what is in our opponent's hand? Okay, so we don't have the blocker for this turn, but this... Okay. And now our lifelink is... Oh! Interesting. I don't think I would have given up that soon. There was no guarantee we were going to turn the corner. Well, I mean, turn the corner and sustain it, I guess. I think it was maybe obvious that we were going to turn the corner. I'll say that. But I don't think it was obvious that we were going to be able to sustain it. Interesting. All right. Ooh, what is that? Eh. Let's do that again. What time is it? Oh, it's getting close to quitting time. Oh, it's getting close to day job time is what it is. Blah. Stinking day job. All right. 7ZZ7. Okay. Interesting. We have a couple of good pieces here. We have a decent curve too. Maybe I can draw another crucial piece to get get an early win. I love the potential of an early win. I do prefer to have that out first. That way, if I do happen to draw the, was it Resolute Strike? Which we didn't, and that's okay. I could have equipped it and swung on this turn, but that's alright. What is this? Hero of the Pride? Interesting. I'm not familiar with this deck. So will we see... I guess we're going to see spells targeting Hero of the Pride. I don't know. But all it does is give it +1 until the end of turn. So I don't feel like that's a huge payoff. So maybe just targeting your creatures is gonna be, I don't know. Loyalty abilities of Planewalkers your opponent's control cost 1 more to activate. Well, I haven't gotten a Nahiri out yet, all morning. Even though I have 4 copies in the deck, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well we can't attack into first strike. So we're kind of waiting on that. What is going on? I wonder if our opponent's stuck on land? I don't know. Ooh. That's a lot of damage to let through, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I need the white land. Let's go here. Oh. Well, I think this is better than Embercleave at this point, though. Okay, now the unfortunate part of this is I'm tapped out, but our opponent either has to deal me 10 damage or not attack. Now, I was dealt 8 damage last turn, so it is very feasible that our opponent could deal 10 damage here. I just have to hope they don't have the necessary cards. Was this a good idea or not? The good thing is, Embercleave has trample. So all I've got to do is survive this turn, I feel like. With the creatures in hand. Oh, could this work? Okay, we'll go tapped. I don't want to give myself the damage there. Okay, what's going to happen? I mean, our opponent only has 2 land, a plains and a swamp. What could be what could give them the advantage here? Okay, death touch. I still think trample is okay though. Okay, should we see what gets blocked first, or is it going to matter? I don't think it's going to matter. I think we just go ahead and put it on. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Doing the math, I think I should have waited. I think doing the math, actually, I don't think that was lethal damage necessarily. 12 trample, but it was still going to have to be blocked. Now, everything would have been wiped, but that's pretty good. All right. So since this is a fast deck, I will do one more, but I have to call it quits after one more. Got to do the old day job. All right. One more. I am definitely one of those one more that never, yeah. So I have to really make myself stop after this one. This has got to be the real deal. One more. All right, what have we got? Not bad. Not spectacular, but not bad. Okay. Oh, mono red cavalcade probably. Hopefully we don't get a early shock or something to. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's what I was afraid of. I think I will go ahead and pay the 2 life and go here. Because at least it's got to be something bigger than a shock. Well, there was something bigger. But we're getting it out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with the trample first. Although I kind of almost wanted to give up one of these since I've got 2 of them to a potential shock or whatever. But on the flip side, if that gets okay, here we go. Wait, let's go. Attack. Equip. And double strike. That was 2 of those turn 3 wins in how many games? 5-ish? 4, 5? I didn't count. I didn't keep count, but that's not bad. That's not a bad ratio. If every, what, 4th game, 3rd game, somewhere in there, 4th or 5th even, is a turn 3 win, that's got to be worth it, right? All right. I definitely decided to save coins. Even going to save the draft token for Kaldheim. It's looking like a pretty cool set, so I'm pretty stoked about it. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Maybe even at 6:15. My Twitch schedule says I'm going to start at 6:15, and it's been such a struggle lately. So you never know. I might actually be on time tomorrow. We'll see. All right. Thank you so much. Support. Do those things. Like, subscribe. But most importantly right now, share. Let's build a community. Like I said, I get 50 followers. I will do a giveaway. There is on my Instagram account, although I need to put an updated picture on there, but you can find a picture of some blue cards because I hate blue as a color that I'm going to offer up when I do the drawing. I'll probably just add some more. I'll have a big pool of cards, and I'll pull. I've been thinking like 3 names, and it'll just be random. So the first name gets the first choice. So there's that. The dollar amount will vary. I mean, I've got some interesting cards that aren't worth much. So like there's an alternate art counterspell. It's not worth anything, but it's cool. All the way up to, I think the most expensive card I'm looking at giving away at the moment is like $8 ish. I pulled from, I want to say it was Double Masters. I'll have to double check. It was I don't play blue, so I'm trying to remember what it was. Merfolk Wizard. You can pay 1 and counter a spell, I think. Anyway, it's there. It's a stinking blue card. But I'm giving those away to those of you who do play blue because I like you as a person. I just don't like your color type choice. All right. Thanks for watching. Share, like, subscribe, all those